What is up, guys? It's your girl Unique and welcome back to my channel. And by the title, you guys already know what we're going to be doing today. And we will be doing another girl chit chat, talking about issues and problems and everything that you guys have been DMing me, so we can just talk about it as girls, because you know that's what we do. If you guys are not already subscribed, please make sure that you guys press the subscribe button down below before we even move on to the video, because if you didn't subscribe yet, you might as well stop, because y'all don't really mess with me for real. So anyways, just please make sure that you guys press that subscribe button, because I'm almost at 700K and I'm just ready to get there, like for real. So yeah, if you guys follow me on IG, y'all already know that I asked, you know, questions, like, you know, drop some questions or anything that you guys would like me to answer and give my personal opinion or advice on it. And I received a lot of things, and I think I just chose the top 10 that I feel like, you know, will be great. I tried to make it kind of like a variety of things, from like hygiene to just advice period, because y'all asked me a little bit of everything, so I try to mix it on up. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. My nose is a little stuffy right now, so excuse me if y'all hear me sound like a man a little bit. All right, question number 1. This is for hygiene and stuff. Okay, could you give us any tips for like infections down there and how to cure them? So we always, not always, but you know, us girls, we're gonna get infections. We're gonna get a lot of stuff that we don't want to get down there. And yeast infections are normal. Bacteria vaginosis, which is also BV, is completely normal. All of this, but all of this stuff is normal, like normal. But when it comes, you want to make sure that you have it under control, because if you let it stay, that's just plain nasty, and you're gonna have a lot of, you know, other stuff going on with you. So we don't want none of that to happen. So this is what I use when I feel like my pH balance is off, when I feel like I'm having like a yeast infection. First of all, go to the OB and see, like, get to learn your body, get to know why you're getting infections and stuff like that. But okay, so this is called Boric Acid. Let me come a little closer so y'all can see. But yeah, this is called Boric Acid. Excuse my nails, I need to fill in real bad. But yeah, so this is like the key to your vagina. Like seriously, it's all natural. I had got these from off of Amazon, and I had a really bad yeast infection one day. I went to the OB, and I was just like, you know, why? Like, why does this keep coming? Like, why am I having these infections? Like, I don't like that. You know, I'm a really clean girl, so I don't like having infections. So basically, she told me, because of the type of birth control I was on, which is the IUD, that it's just my body's way of reacting to the birth control, so it caused infections. And I'm just like, oh no. So she did prescribe me to some boric acid, and boric acid is a vaginal suppository, I believe that's how you pronounce it. But yeah, so you just basically insert it inside of your vagina, and you just do that every night, I believe, for like 4 days. And after I did that, I literally had no more problems, like none at all, no more infections, nothing. And I love boric acid. So if you feel like your pH balance is off, you're having any infections, anything, I recommend boric acid. And I'm gonna leave the link to where I had got my personal bottle from. What is this? Oh. But yeah, so I'm gonna leave that information for y'all, you know, just in case you want to check it out. Y'all can read the reviews. But infections and everything is completely normal, like 1000% normal. So don't, you know, feel bad if you have any. You just gotta learn how to control it when it comes, or how to prevent it, how to just make sure that, you know, your pH balance is good and all of that, okay? And this is how you insert it. So I use this, and you basically, you know, insert the, let me show y'all how big it is, because this really works and I love it, and that's why I'm telling y'all about it. So, you know, y'all won't be going through that. Okay. Basically take the pill, I call it the pill. And then you're gonna put it in. Woo! So you're gonna put the pill inside of the injector, and boom. So once you put it inside of your vagina, you're gonna like insert it. So I recommend that, and that's just my personal advice for that. But if you keep getting infections, it might be something really, 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 really wrong, and you just need to go to the OD, like ASAP. Is it weird if your boyfriend still follows and likes his ex's pic? Hell yeah, that's weird. And if you don't think it's weird, it's a problem. Like, why are you still even looking at your ex stuff? Like, no. And that's just that on that. Case closed. Like, for real, because why are you on her page? Better yet, why are you liking her pictures? Why y'all follow each other? Like, that should just be, that situation should be out the window. What are the painful things you go through while growing up? Includes life lessons. Okay, I really like this question. So it's like, when you're growing up, it's a lot of things that you experience life-wise. And if you just don't know how to like go through it, you might just, I don't know. So basically, like fake friends, you always go through that stage of fake friends, which hurts you. Like, for example, like I had a best friend. We was like this since like what, 6th grade, came to high school. You know, I trusted this girl with my life. And comes to find out, you know, she had sex with my boyfriend. And I was hurt. So you're gonna go across like, you're gonna come across different friends that's not really your friends. You're also gonna come across relationships, even though, you know, parents be like, oh, you shouldn't have a relationship when you're in school, blase, blase. Real life, like you're gonna probably have a relationship, everybody does probably, and you're gonna get your heart broke, and it's just a lot of stuff that you learn as you're getting older that causes you pain. Another thing is probably being content with yourself, learning to love your flaws, especially when you're in school and you're looking like, let's say they have this girl in class, she got a big butt, like, you know, she got some junk in the trunk, and you just looking like, dang, like I don't have anything. I was that girl. But seriously, and you're just like, dang, like what am I doing wrong? Like, why am I not built like this? Like, just learning how to love yourself. And even you and your personality, like, you know, some people like to call you weird for being a certain way or liking certain things. So just learning to love yourself and your personality and how you are, what you like, even physically, your body, everything else. So just really learning how to accept yourself. How do I leave a guy who is controlling and I'm no longer in love with? Okay, so if you're not in love with him anymore, why are you still with him? I mean, I can't really ask that, because it's like, you know, sometimes you're probably just still connected with that person. Like, that's just your comfort. Like, you always go back to that person because you feel some type of comfort, even though you might not love them anymore or anything, but it's just weird and it's hard to explain, but it's the comfort that you feel. So even though the relationship might be toxic and everything, you're just used to that. So you really feel uncomfortable leaving. But anyways, leave that relationship alone, especially if it's toxic. 2020, we letting all that toxic stuff go. And it's like the #1 type of toxic boy is controlling. Like, they like to control every aspect of your life. They like to control everything you do, what you wear, where you go, everything. And it's no, baby, we're young, we need to live. You cannot just be with somebody that's just controlling you. So yeah, especially if you don't love him anymore or however that might go, just leave. Like, for real, you have your whole life. Baby, it's a lot to do out in this world, and you just do not want to be stuck with somebody that's controlling you. So leave. Period tips for 7th graders. Okay, so I'm gonna just do period tips in general. Like, period tips for middle schoolers, high schoolers, like if you're just not starting your period and all of that. The period talk. So I started my period in 5th grade. I started really, really, really early, and when I started my period, you couldn't tell me nothing. Like, I promise to God, I was, look, Miss Brooks, can I please go to the bathroom? I have to change my pad every 30 minutes. Like, I was so extra. But anyways, so if you're in school, you're on your period, the last thing you want to do is have period stains, anything on your clothes. That's embarrassing. You don't want to, we're not gonna have you go out like that, okay? So this is what you need to do. Take notes. You need to bring pads. Make sure that you have at least 3 light pads or 3 heavy pads. However, like how heavy your period is, that's depending on which type of pad you're gonna bring. You just want to make sure that you're suited and booted. You want to make sure you're good, okay? So bring your pads. Another thing is bring like some type of wet wipes, like the not scented, because you're not supposed to use scented stuff down there, but like the non-scented feminine, I cannot say that word. Feminine. Just some female wipes, okay? I'm probably gonna leave a picture somewhere on the screen, but make sure that you bring some female wipes that's non-scented so you can wipe every time that you change your pad, because you don't want to just keep changing your pad and you're not cleaning yourself right, because you're gonna get a little smell and we don't want that. So seriously, just listen to me, get those wipes and make sure that you're cleaning, because even when you're on your period and you're wearing pads, sometimes you'll sweat and everything else. And me personally, I've never wore a tampon. Like, I've always thought tampons were just disgusting, and nothing against anybody that wears tampons, don't be trying to come for me, but I just personally don't wear them. And that's because I've heard a lot about vaginal shock, like you can get some type of shock if you keep it on too long, or just, I just can't like walk around with a little thing in my vagina all day. I just can't. So I like to let it all just come out. So I wear pads and I like pads. But yeah, just make sure that you're wiping, you're changing like very frequent. Like as soon as your pad kind of like gets even halfway full, just please make sure that you're going and you're changing that, because you don't want to be sitting in blood all day and it's just a lot of blood. So yeah, I mean, those are like the main tips that I have. Oh, and if you suffer from cramps, keep some like Advil or Tylenol or whatever that you use to relieve your cramps in your bag, because I used to suffer from like bad cramps, like really bad cramps, where like my mom probably had to like check me out to school, like for real. So I had to get prescribed to some strong type of Advil, like the 800 milligrams, I believe. But anyways, just make sure that you have your medicine on deck, and in heating pads. But you can't bring heating pads in school, so let's ignore that I said that. Could you speak on confidence and loving yourself more? This is my favorite topic to talk about, because I'm all about loving yourself, self-love, all of that, okay? So because like I had a major problem with it growing up. So my thing is, if you're not really feeling yourself, you're feeling insecure, whatever the case might be, you gotta learn how to love yourself. And I used to do different exercises and different things that really helped me love my flaws, love everything about myself. Because me, like, I've always been petite, like I've always been skinny. I used to think my nose was fat as hell, but I mean, so what? But yeah, like, I mean, you just gotta learn how to love yourself. Like the exercise that I did, I think I said it in one of my old videos, because everybody, at least one person, always asks me to speak on this when I do girl talks. But I used to, like, you know, write down everything that I did not like about myself, or that I hated and I just wanted to change. And I used to say, I love this about myself. Like I used to say, okay, I hate like my hips. I hate that I have no hips. So when in the morning when I looked at myself, I'd be like, you know what? I love your hips, unique girl. You look good. I love your little skinny body. I love your little tiny boobs. I love your big nose. Like I used to just say all of that, and I just used to smile, and baby, you couldn't tell me nothing after that. So it's like after you say that every day, you're gonna kind of get in your head, like, you know, okay, I'm a bad bitch. Period. Like for real. And it's like when you start saying something every day, you're gonna start believing it. Like, have y'all ever told a lie and you had to say the lie so many times that you actually believed the lie? That's how you know you're a good liar. But anyways, yeah, so like that, you're gonna say that every single day, and they're gonna start believing it. that's just something I did, and that's something that really helped me, because I started believing like, okay, dang, like I do love my body. I love my little curves. I love that I really don't have no hips like that. And I just started embracing myself, and you couldn't really tell me anything after that. But for example, I love Lizzo. I think she's beautiful, and you can tell by her confidence, like she believes she's beautiful. And I use her as an example because people is always trying to tear her down and speak negative on her, and I love her. So you can tell like she loves herself, and because of her confidence and how much she loves herself and how she don't care about what nobody has to say, that makes you automatically think, damn, like I love her confidence, like I love how she loves herself, like, and people have no other choice but to love you and admire you. You know what I'm saying? If you're underage and your boyfriend tells you to prostitute for him to prove your love, does he love you? And I hope you please put my question in your video. You probably won't see it, but I hope you do. And if he says he really needs the money and to prove loyalty, get out of that relationship and don't do it. Like, hell no. Any man that loves you, any boy that loves you, he's not going to even put you in a predicament where you have to sell your body for him to get some money. But yeah, that's literally ridiculous. Like, for real, just leave the whole relationship. Leave him alone, throw him away, because that's disrespectful. That's degrading you. Like, no, you do not need to be selling your body for nobody. Like, for real. But that is it for this girl talk. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I hope that you guys learned something today, and I hope that you guys just, you know, got my feedback. So I will be doing these once a week. So if I didn't answer your question, don't feel bad. I'm gonna, you know, try to do it next week again, so that way everybody will have, like, you know, an opportunity to ask something. So I love you guys so much. And make sure that you guys press that subscribe button because I'm almost to 700K. But yeah, I love you guys again, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye, y'all.